What does Medicaid allow you to give away? No penalty, no problem. Maybe you are a single person, so some of the tools that are available for couples that we're going to be talking about aren't available to you. So you really can't keep all your assets. But maybe you want to give your assets to your child or to your children. What can you do? What does Medicaid allow you to do with no penalty? So we're going to go over the rules regarding exceptions to the transfer penalty. Medicaid says, general rule, that if you give away any asset within 60 months of applying for Medicaid, if you gave away an asset, Medicaid's going to apply a penalty period. Currently, what that penalty period is for us in Washington is for every $11,076 you gave away, there's a 1 month penalty period. So if you give away 10 times that, there's a 10-month penalty period. So there are strategies we use to intentionally invoke the penalty period. That is not something that anyone should try on their own because it is pretty complicated. So general rule, you don't give away assets within 5 years of applying for Medicaid. But what if some of these exceptions apply to you? For example, there's an exception that's called the caregiver child transfer exception. Basically, what that means is if your child lived with you in your home and provided care to you for 2 years before you needed to apply for Medicaid, then, and if the doctor's statement will verify that you needed such care and you comply with all of Medicaid's very specific rules, you can give your child your home, no penalty. So that is a big opportunity for people, single people. Nobody wants to move out of their home. So they try to stay in their home. The family tries to support them. The caregiver child is providing care. Sometimes that will go throughout your entire life, and sometimes it gets too much. It's too demanding, and you'll need to perhaps move from your home to either a skilled nursing or an adult family home or something like that. There's a lot of traps on this one for actually giving away the home, in that there can't be a private pay period ever between the caregiving at the home and you applying for Medicaid. So that's something that if you're thinking of, please see your elder law attorney to make sure that you get that right, because not getting it right means you don't get to take advantage of giving your home to your child, no penalty. There's another exemption that you can give your home to your sibling if you and your sibling have lived together for a year and your sibling has an equity interest in the home. No caregiving involved, just equity, sibling with equity interest. So that's another great opportunity. You can give your home to your child if they're under the age of 21. You can give your home to your disabled child. Now, when I say disabled child, you might be thinking of a special needs child, which perhaps it is. And so that's a whole nother layer of complexity in planning. But your disabled child could be your 50-year-old son who had a back injury from a physically demanding job. That's a disabled child, and you can give your home to that person. There are other exceptions. You can give away all your assets to a trust, either for your disabled child or to a disabled person. Perhaps there's somebody who's not related to you and they're disabled, and they would be your beneficiary of your estate. You can give all your assets to the trust for this person without having Medicaid impose a penalty on you. And if it's done correctly, that trust also won't interfere with that person's receipt of any needs-based government benefits that they get. So 2 layers of complications there. Definitely your elder law attorney will help you with that possibility. Otherwise, in terms of what is written in the code as to, what you can give away, I've covered them all, at least as they apply in Washington. So sometimes those clients do have disabled people in their life, disabled child, caregiver child exemption, sibling with an equity interest. We're able to, if not allow that single person to keep the asset, it goes where they want it to go. The state doesn't get it, and Medicaid will cover all long-term care costs.